You know, in the book, you talk about how to fix the election system, and we're going to talk about that in this half hour. But you also talk about what Obama should do and what his priorities should be if he does win the election. Cheryl had a question about that for you. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Yeah, in the book, you talk about, top 10 things that Obama should do in his first 10 days of office. On that list is free HBO, which sounds great, but I found that climate change and the mortgage crisis weren't on that list. And where is that in your order of priorities?
Well, come on. I mean, if you're comparing the melting of the polar ice caps to getting free HBO, I mean, it's free HBO, baby, all the way. Come on. I can't believe you'd be questioning my priorities. No,
I'm just like that.
Yeah. I think that no, those are very important things. I mean, there's probably 20 decrees he should be issuing on day one, starting with the special prosecutor that should be appointed to investigate the crimes committed by the Bush administration. That's certainly one of the things I'd like to see happen. But obviously, with the climate change issue, I mean, there's some things he can do with a stroke of a pen, and get us on the path to where we need to be. And the same thing with the housing situation. I mean, that's going to be a little more difficult. But I got to say, if Obama wins, and I think we all know this, he's going to be faced with such a deluge of crap left over from these 8 years that he's going to have a very hard time coming up for air to try to sort out what has been done to this country and to try and get it back on the right path. And he may not be able to do that in just 4 years. So I think it's going to be difficult.
Michael, it's interesting. I know one of our viewers wrote in earlier, Liberalisma, about something you just touched on there, Karl Rove. And they were asking, is Karl Rove going to get away with it? And when Obama gets into office, do you think there's any chance that he's actually going to do something about the crimes of the Bush administration?
I hope so. And I say that not because I seek any vengeance against the Bush people. It's not a personal thing. It's just that if we don't prosecute those who've committed these crimes, it sends a horrible message to future presidents that they can invade countries based on lies and enrich their friends in the process of that war. If we let them get away with this, I just think that we're gonna see this happen again and again, and that's why it's important. It's crime prevention to appoint that special prosecutor and go after the people that have perpetrated this war.
Quick follow-up on that. I really believe one of the reasons that Dick Cheney did do all of this, and let's be honest, it was obviously Cheney's ideas, is because Richard Nixon got away with it. And that pardon that Gerald Ford had tremendous ramifications because it sent a message to the executive branch: you will always get away with it.
Right. I agree with that. That's a very good way to put it. And I hope that President Obama will say, look, I'm not doing this out of any retribution or we're going to punish the losers here. I'm going to do it because it's the right thing to do. We're a nation of laws, and if we ever veer from that, we're in deep trouble.